first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. First quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Bears, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Off play action. Russell. It's caught by Randall. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down. Russell. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Giving up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Bears are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 12. First down, Bears.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Russell. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He finds his man, complete. It's Morrison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun, Russell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. Clark, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on second down, Russell. He finds his man, complete. It's Clark. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield and telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They run the counter. It's Clark. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. It's their quarterback, hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
From the 29, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Russell. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What's good on the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 49 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
On 1st down, Russell. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Russell. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throw left side complete. That's Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had to play diagnosed perfectly there.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Saints 21. Bears nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
First down.
Play action. It's Fields. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football, we're not seeing it right now.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call time.
Touchdown, New Orleans! A big play there. 81 yards. And the Saints are able to add on to their first half lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd and 10, Fields. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2, Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bears.
On first down, it's Fields. This to Hines on the drop-off. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Again, Fields finds Hines again for the completion. And he's going to have a first down here as they're also into field goal range at the 28. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Fields. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Santos' kick is up and through, and that drops the deficit from 28 to 25. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the option right is Fields. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Here's Fields. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
17 yards. First down, Bears.
Fields on first down. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
On first down, Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. To throw on 3rd down, Russell. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll run on 1st down. It's Clark, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Russell. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. After the sack on 1st down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
On first down, it's Clark. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Push him back. 50's the mark. 50's the mark.
They'll keep it on the ground. Clark. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
On 3rd down, it's Clark. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the 26-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On 3rd down, Clark. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Out is Lutz now for the New Orleans field goal attempt. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Yeah, this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Second and a yard at the Bears' 31-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Clark, and he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation. Take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Helping them just a field goal? That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Saints, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll have another home date next week as the Carolina Panthers come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Dallas Cowboys.